One thing that I wanted to do with my haunt for the longest time was to do a walkthrough. What I've been doing in the past is I've been going through my porch. They see a scene, they turn around, they walk back out and go trick-or-treating. But I've always wanted it so they walk in and go around out to the back and then out on the side over here on the street. It'd be a walkthrough, a walk around. And so this year what I'm planning on doing is that. So there's a lot of stuff that we need to change. We need to change the entrance, we need to change a fence, we need to change our landscaping, and I'll show you what we're doing to prepare for that.
So what we decided to do was to change the plan to have people walk through that front porch and then exit through the side yard. But for this year, because we wanted the mind flare to look really huge, we decided to reverse it, and you would enter off the street down into the side yard walking up the hill, so the mind flare would be really big and tall as you looked up the hill. And you'd walk under the mind flare into our side yard, and you'd walk through the side yard, then you'd make a left and you'd enter into the buyer's house, then you'd exit the buyer's house, and we have a little walkway patio there. You'd walk through there, and then you'd make a right and you'd go into our front porch area, and that would be the upside down where you'd have the Demogorgon and Will Byers and all that scary stuff in there with a ton of fog. And then you would exit to the left, and when you exit you'd be into our driveway where you would leave. And that was how we decided to do the walkthrough this year. So lots of changes and a lot of stuff we needed to do to the house to prepare it for this huge walkthrough.
So this is our house, and this is where you'd go trick-or-treating. So you'd walk up to the front door. I'd have this completely decorated, and you would turn, and the porch would be haunted. As you're walking through the porch here, this gate's open. You have to come through the graveyard like this, or whatever theme I have, turn around and exit through this way. So what we have started is we dug out a rose bush, the weeds. We're gonna build a trellis or an arbor that we could put things on, you know, haunted things. And then we have to make it safe so you could exit out onto the street. Now what's cool about this too, you can enter this way, come through the gate, walk through this way, turn around and walk through the porch and exit the other way. So it could go either way. So to prepare for this, we, like I said, had to rip out a rose bush. We're taking out the fence. We have to put a gate there because we don't want Mr. Maximus over here to run away. So my husband's gonna build the gate, build the arbor, and then after that, we'll have it ready. So we're selling our swing set, and we're actually giving it away to a friend. We've had that for 14 years. It's kind of sad, but it was in the way for our haunt. Now we have a much bigger area for a graveyard and all sorts of spooky things. How Max? This is part of the Moreno Manor beginning of the walkthrough, and I kind of like it being outside. I don't have to build so many walls because this year wood is so expensive. We're still dealing with COVID, so I like it being outdoors. But oh, the air conditioning turned off. I should have filmed when it was off, but it was just too hot. Anyways, Moreno Manor. Am I blabbing too much? Will be a walkthrough finally, and I can't wait. These chickens choose to be around Max. Maybe because he eats all the sky raisins. Is that what you do? You eat all the flies?
You're gonna do a close-up of my wells. Find a good one.
The arbor, the gate was finished and it was installed and it was perfect. So then we could finish the front yard and add the cemetery, the mind flare, and all the other cool, creepy things.
I'm a little behind this year. It's October 4th, and that's all I got done. Right behind me. I'm actually putting up a fence. It's not a real fence, not like last year, so I'm hoping that people will respect my property and just stay off my lawn. I'll show you what I'm doing. It's just a border fence like you would see in a garden, and I'm just gonna put a sign out that says please stay off the lawn where the cemetery will be. We can't use the fencing I used last year because we used it in our backyard. My mom's little dog is going to live with us, and it's the only way we can figure out how to keep her in the backyard for now. So for the time being, this is what's going to keep people off my lawn. So I'm going to hammer that all in and start the cemetery.